Hello friends, in this video we're going to learn the sixth exercise in our first lesson. The sixth exercise in our first lesson. Construisez des phrases avec les éléments donnés au passé composé. Make some sentences with the given elements, but please remember we need to put the verb in passé composé. The first one. Nous rester une heure. We to stay for 1 hour. Number 2. Je retourner. I to return. Number 3. Elle venir à midi. She to come at 12 noon. Number 4. Tu aller au marché. You to go to the market. Number 5, il naître en 1941. He to be born in 1941. Now listen, all these 5 verbs are in the infinitive form. I've highlighted and they are in gray. They are in gray color. So rester to stay, retourner to return, venir to come, aller to go, naître to be born. All these verbs are in the infinitive form. But in your actual answer, you're going to put the verbs which are the infinitive, you're going to put them in passé composé. I hope you all remember all these 5 verbs, rester, retourner, venir, aller, naître, they are found in Dr. Mrs. Van Trump list. So we are supposed to use être as the auxiliary verb. And I hope you all remember when you use être as the auxiliary verb, you have to do something called agreement at the end of the past participle. Let's do this exercise now. So we all know that we need to use être because we need to use être as the auxiliary verb because all these verbs are found in Dr. Mrs. Van Trump list. So when the subject is nous, what is your être conjugation? S-O-M-M-E-S. Then how do you get your past participle for rester? You can go with the general rule to get the past participle. You cut ER and you put E acute. So R-E-S-T, remove ER and put E acute. Now can you see that S at the end in green color? That is the agreement. Now why we have added an S? The agreement should be done according to the subject. In the subject we see the subject pronoun is we. It's in plural. So the ending should be with an S. We have stayed for 1 hour. Next one, je retourne. So the verb retourner, we need to use être as the auxiliary verb. So when the subject is je, the auxiliary verb être is S-U-I-S. And for the verb retourner, how do you get your past participle? Just go with the general rule, cut ER and put E acute. Now can you see the agreement? It's E within brackets. That means the subject is je. It can be a boy who's saying this, I have returned, or it can be a girl who said, I have returned. So we don't know who's saying this je. It can be masculine singular or feminine singular. So since we have this option, we'll put E within brackets. That means if a boy has said this sentence, we will throw away E, brackets, everything. We'll just put only retourner past participle. But when je has been mentioned by feminine singular, then remove the brackets and just put E at the end of retourner, at the end of this past participle. Just put E because the je is being mentioned by feminine singular. Next one, elle venir. When it is E-L-E, what's your être conjugation? E-S-T. And for venir, you have an irregular past participle. You can't go with the general rule. You can't cut IR and put I, but you have V-E-N-U. Now, can you see we have added an E here? Because the subject is she, E-L-L-E. So the agreement for feminine singular is we need to add an E to the past participle. So elle est venue à midi. She has come. She came at 12 noon. Tu aller. The verb is aller, and it is found in Doctrinus Vantram. We would use avoir as the auxiliary verb. When the subject is tu, the aller conjugation, the être conjugation is es. And for aller, how do you get your past participle? Cut er and put e acute. Even here, we don't know to whom you're saying this sentence. You can be a boy or it can be a girl. So since we have a doubt like this, we need to put the options like this, e within brackets. For both je as well as tu, we need to put e within brackets because we can say the sentence to a boy, masculine singular. In that case, it will be only A-L-L-E acute. That's your past participle. But if you're saying the sentence to a girl, feminine singular, then your past participle will be A-L-L-E acute with one more E. That's your agreement. The last one, il-naître. The verb is naître. It's found in Doctrinus Vantram. We will use être as the auxiliary verb. When the subject is il, your être conjugation is est. But for naître, you have a special past participle, and that is ne acute. Since the subject is il, masculine singular, we need not do any agreement at the end. Now let's check out. So here, please don't be writing this infinitive form also in your actual answer. You need to put only the subject, the verb in passé composé, and then the additional information and not the infinitive form. So in your exam, you will write like this. The first answer will be, nous sommes restés une heure. See, I have not repeated the infinitive form here. So this is how you need to write your answer. We stayed for 1 hour. Je suis retourné. I have returned. I have returned. So this is how you should write in your answer. Je suis retourné. I have returned. Elle est venue à midi. She came at 12 noon. Can you see? You need not repeat this venue, the infinitive form here. Just write only the subject, the verb in passé composé, and the additional information. Elle est venue à midi. Tu es allé au marché. You have gone to the market. Can you see? We have not repeated this aller there. We have removed it and we have used only the passé composé. You have gone to the market. The last one, il est né en 1941. He was born in 1941. So don't repeat the infinitive form naître, but you just put only the subject, the verb in passé composé, and then the additional information. I hope you've understood. Please go through this video again and you'll be able to understand this exercise well.